Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Forest River XLR Boost 21 QBS toy hauler. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, your awning. On your off campsite, of course, your slide. It's a pretty deep slide in your bedroom. So leave plenty of room for that to come out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over top of it. You don't have to clean it off. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. They're going to be water just above your tires and your power just in front of your tires. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you're going to do is level our unit. On the front of your unit you have a docking light and a power tongue jack. Simply raise or lower. If you happen to lose power, underneath this rubber stopper is a manual override for that hand crank, so you can get this up and down if you lose. Now, even though these are pre-wired for power, these are a manual hand crank. You can put that on and crank these down. I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads will protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop. Grab a 4-pack of those from our store. Put them underneath there and run these down just until they're taut. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Once we got our unit level and stable, we'll go ahead and go hook up our power and water. We can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Again, over on your campsite, so your big long 30 amp cord. At the end of that 30 amp cord, should you need it, is this 30 to 110 adapter. Got our power hooked up, let's hook up our water. At the campsites, we'll hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook this up, hook up your hose, but don't turn our hose on yet. Right here is your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point, make sure our drain plug's back in. Get that in there nice and snug with some plumber's tape. Once that's in there nice and tight, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After your hose has been on for a little while, go inside, open up your water taps. Once water's coming out of those, you know your hot water heater is full, and then you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from indoors. There is an electric element to turn on and off right here. The only time you want to turn that on here is if you're using 110. Let's say we're going to go camping, we're not going to use potable water. Excuse me, we're not going to use city water, we're going to go boondocking. Well, in that case, we'll fill up potable water or your fresh water connect. Hook up your hose here. Keep an eye on it by going inside where you check the levels of your tanks, your battery, your black and gray tanks. There's a freshwater button. Hold that down, that'll tell you when this is full. Once it is full, unhook your hose and then turn on your water pump. The only time you turn on water pump is when you're using fresh water. Don't turn it on for city water, it's already pressurized. All right, we got our water and power hooked up. Let me walk you around the rest of the unit here. I will start here in this docking station. Black tank flush, we'll talk about when we leave the campsite. Your city water connect, cable or satellite, fresh water. This is a flue for your furnace. Two things, do not block the opening. And two, if you're running your furnace, steer clear of that, it will get rather hot. Again, your hot water heater. And up underneath will be your fresh water drain. Over here below your power, this will be your sewage and wastewater holding tank. That's where we'll dump those. You are prepped for a generator here. That is a vent for your microwave. Speaking of vents, you have a couple vents in your garage that you can push out to air that out. You have a ladder. Remove these cotter pins. That'll pull the ladder up off there. Climb that and check the seams of your roof. Caulk as needed. We'll run your deck down here in a moment. Your awning. Coming over your campsite. Another vent. Here's your fueling station. Here's where you turn that pump on. That's where you fill it. And here will be your handle, pump handle. There's a leash link for a pet. A couple outdoor speakers out here. You also prep for a TV. Snap TV on here. Cable 110. You have an outdoor shower. And then your main low point drain is right up underneath here. There's a quick connect LP for a grill on this side. Your storage with all your hitch work. Your propane does have a cover. Regulator on the front, point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Green means it's got gas. You also have a battery disconnect. This battery disconnect will come in important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector, as this will shut off all the battery power to the unit. Well, that about covers everything in the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. So coming up in the unit, first thing I like to point out is fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Also coming in immediately, right to your right, is your thermostat. We'll kick the air on here. There goes your AC unit running. I'll shut your AC off. You'll notice the AC fan shuts off kind of quick. There it goes. I'm going to turn on your heat. There goes your heater. You notice when you shut your heater off, it takes a few minutes for the fan to shut off on the heater. It just takes a little bit longer than the AC does. Coming around here is your control panel. Here's where you check your brand new battery. Your fresh tank, that's the button I said you can hold down until when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your water heater. Turn on your water pump. A ground and awning light. Heating pads if you're in inclement weather. Living room lights and a ramp light. Your front awning extend. Show you how far to run that out. Once that flap falls down and you can see your bar, that's as far as you want to go. That will extend further, so keep an eye on your awning when you run it out. As I run that back in, next to that is your slide control. We'll run that back in when bringing your slide in, closing the unit up. There's those awning lights. As she gets back in here, all right, now we get to your TV. Turn that on. While that's coming on, turn on your sound system. There's your TV work. You have to set that up, pick up some channels. Sound system's on. Let's see if we can pick up a channel here real quick. Dual zone, you got indoors,
safety and security for the individuals who are impacted by this on the ground. And we are
mute or hold in. AM, FM, Bluetooth. Down here, your fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing, folks, is the heat. If it's cold in the morning or evening, instead of using up your gas, turn on this electric heater if you're hooked up at a campsite, and this will warm it up in here quickly. Over to your Furrion fridge. Down below that will be your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. To the right of that, your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volt is always running off your battery. So if you are boondocking, nothing plugged in charging your battery, use your battery disconnect, keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Self-explanatory microwave. Below that, a fan and a light for your cooktop. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light, turn that to light, goes from blue to red, hit your spark, and there's your flame. Same thing in the oven. Set it to the flame, light it here, no need for a pilot light anymore, then just set it to the desired temperature. Around your unit, you do have a lot of individual lighting. Our bunks. Bring that down over here. I have the cotter pin system. If you wanted to bring down, chair here. If you wanted to bring down just the bottom bunk, you'll place a cotter pin in that hole right here when it's back up. Just want to show you how far this comes down before it stops. Underneath there is a table you can set up between your seating here. I'm going to run these down real quick, show you how to jackknife them down. There is the vent I told you about. So if you push out on that handle, it'll vent out this garage. Bring this down. I'll show you all we do is jackknife this up. Lift up on the front, pull up on the back. That's how they set up. Reverse the process to bring it back down. Lift up on the front and lay it back down. Let's run our bunk back up. I stand corrected, this is not the cotter pin system. So I'm going to stop right here. To leave this top bunk up, take this flap, flip it towards you on all four corners. And lastly, this corner back here. So once them flaps are down, bring our bed up. As I said, flip them forward. There's the instructions for it. You see, to lock the top bunk, you bring it forward. A couple of USBs above your light there. You have window covers. Keep people from peeking in and seeing your garage. As you see, once that's up, you hear it click. Now when you bring it down, the top bunk stays up there. Just the opposite. You want to bring top bunk down, flip all four of these backwards, and that'll unhook it when it goes up. Put it back up in the travel position. Again, a vent there. Come back into your bathroom. Just want to mention this is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. Your bedroom slide, 110 and lighting here. USB ports next to the bed. Also next to the bed down here is where you start up your generator if you ever install a generator on this. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close it up. Just a couple things to think about here. Doors and drawers. Close all doors and drawers. Snap these doors back, both of your bedroom doors for travel. Shut off our lighting. Another door to snap back for travel. Shut off our living room lights. Ground and awning lights. Then you can see any individual lights that you need to go around and shut off. Once I see I've got all the individual lighting off, then I can turn on my living room lights and bring our slide in. Again, doors and drawers. You want to make sure all doors and drawers are closed. In this bedroom, nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in. Fold our mattress back. And then continue bringing it in. The mattress does have to be folded back in order to bring that slide all the way in. Just slides in, shut off our living room lights, and exit the unit. Now on your exterior door, you want to make sure this door is all the way open so this doesn't catch on it. Simply lift this up, pull back and lock your door in. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn your handle for secure. We're going to, at this point, bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our cable, water, and power. We're going to dump our low point drain. Come up underneath there, open up both those. Head around to our hot water heater. Open this up, lift up on our pressure release valve. That's going to dump the rest of the water out of our hot water heater. Once that's done, snap that back down and then you can pull your drain plug. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be in front of your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Simply hook up your hose and pull that black handle. Now after that black handle, your sewer sounds like it's no longer draining. Leave that black handle open. Again with your water pressure regulator. Hook up the hose at the dump station to this black tank flush. Let that run for a good 5 minutes, washing your black tank out, again with your handle open. Then close that, unhook your water, close your black handle, pull your gray handle. That's going to be cleaner water as your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out a little bit for you. Store that away in a nice sanitary area and head on home. Again, we thank you so much for your purchase of this Boost. We hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.